Hi guys, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, this week's video is very important and very special. I convinced my mom to get me a cat. 2 of them. So let me sit down and just tell you guys. So, in July of 2017, I lost my cat, Willie. He passed away and we had him. He was 18 years old. We'd had him since 2008, and he was very important to me and he was very special to me. And so with his loss, it was kind of like a big difference in my family, and it was just really hard on us. And that was about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago. And ever since then, things have been a little bit rough without having a cat in the house. And basically, it really hit hard recently. I don't know why, but I just really realized that I wanted a cat really badly. And so what I did was I wrote a presentation and I sent it to my mom. It was just a Google Slides, and it had like 6 slides in it, and it was just basically like persuading her on why we should get a cat. And she read it, and it took her a while to read it, but she read it and she was convinced, and she showed it to my dad, and we were both kind of on the train, but still like, wow, this is happening very quickly. So last Sunday, my mom and I went to a couple of shelters. We went to PetSmart, we went to adoption centers, and we were just kind of looking around at cats, all while still thinking, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe you're letting me doing this. And so we ended up going to a local shelter that had cats, and we found these 2 cats whose names were originally George and Blue. My mom really fell in love with Blue because it was a she, but she looked exactly like our last cat, Willie, and she immediately was attached to him. And I really like George because I think tabby cats are really cute, and I don't know, I just really like George. He had a very fun, like, playful personality, and I could definitely see him coming home with us. So me and my mom came home that night with adoption papers, not planning to fill them out for any cats in specific, but we were just going to kind of have a talk and discuss which cat we might be taking home. So the next day, on that Monday, we went to that same shelter again, and this time filled out the adoption papers for both of the cats. We were sitting there and we couldn't decide which ones to get, and my mom had the idea of, you know what, why not get both? And so we were all in, my whole family was excited, and we ended up bringing 2 cats home the following night because obviously they had to go over our adoption papers and they had to, read all the information that we put on there. So we ended up taking them home the next night. So I tried to film as much as possible for you guys, just showing us taking the cats home and everything and how they're adjusting to their new house. So let's cue to those clips.
He looks like he's fallen.
Right.
Hi, how are you?
Good. All right, and you're free to pick up your meal.
There was a white one here yesterday that was really adorable, with a little bit of gray. Okay, that's enough of that.
Right.
Digital, they gotta compete.
Absolutely, because Amazon. Yeah.
Slide it here.
Just put it in the middle.
She could tell I got concerned. Like I walk in and she's like, oh, she's got my helmet.
He matches our new kitchen.
Hi, so I'm going to be explaining some of these clips in voiceover just because it's kind of weird just having the clips, So, this is Pumpkin that you're looking at right now. This is as soon as we brought him out of the carrier. This is the first time of him being in our house, and it's so cute. He's just exploring around, and then we'll get to Willow, the other cat, in a second. But yeah, this is Pumpkin, and he just loved to explore. Like the first couple of days, he just was exploring absolutely everything and had such an outgoing and like happy experience. So this is Pumpkin exploring where the litter box is going to be, and also here we are bringing Willow out of her pet carrier for the first time. Hi, kitty. He loves me already.
He does? Because he bumped into you?
Mm-hmm.
George is like, what kind of place did you bring me to? Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Hi. Oh, granite. I love it.
I don't think she can
I hit the jackpot. Hey, my friend from daycare's here.
Hi.
Yay. this is all custom made here. We hit the jackpot.
Dad, what are your thoughts on this?
For my life in fur.
So I did want to share a little bit about Willow too, just because she definitely had a different experience than Pumpkin coming into her house for the first time. So when we brought her in Pumpkin immediately was just outgoing and he wanted to explore and just see what was out there. And also you'll see in a couple clips that we invited the dogs in for them to meet, and Pumpkin took it like a champ. He wasn't freaked out at all, and he was just like playing with his toy, and then we brought the dogs in and he just continued to play with his toy, and he was very relaxed about it all. Whereas Willow, we kind of noticed she was definitely anxious and probably overwhelmed. We found her hiding under the couch and stuff, and we like couldn't get her out, and she just refused to come out of these like tight spaces. And so we ended up taking her to the vet the next day, and the vet said that she had pink eye, she had fleas, and she had a fever. So my mom said that this is completely normal when you adopt from a shelter. That's kind of just what you get because, you know, you're adopting from a shelter. It's not a breeder, so obviously you might run into a couple of health problems like we did, unfortunately. But as of right now, a week later, Willow is doing fine, and she's come out of her shell a lot more than she has in the beginning.
So, well, you're being good. Little guy. You're being good.
Lily, what the heck's going on?
She is being good. You're more crazy away from them. You've seen a cat before, right?
Hi guys, little update for you. I am chilling here in the laundry room with Pumpkin, and as you can see, Willow is back there. We still haven't decided on the official names yet. I think it's official that this is Pumpkin, but we don't know about the girl yet. And yeah, this is night 1. I want to sleep in here because it's pretty comfy, and I want to make sure that like the cats, because they're going to be sleeping in here, so I want to make sure that the cats are okay all night. But my mom told me that I have to sleep in my bed, so that's that. So yeah, that kind of takes us to where we're at now. The cats are socializing with each other, and they're getting really better about hanging out next to the dogs. We've been crating the dogs a lot, and then just having the cats roam around the dogs in their crates, and they're like bonding pretty well, and the dogs aren't losing their minds anymore, and things are actually going good. The cats love each other. We got them a ton of stuff. We got them like this cat tree, I think that's what you call it, and they've just been snuggling all day, and they have so much energy, and they're just doing really well, which I'm so thankful for. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more content. Thanks for watching.